everybody, welcome to Wide Family Farm this early morning. Please make sure you're giving me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the garden. This is my very first 2024 garden tour, and so I thought I would talk a little bit about everything that's going on, including all of our woes, I guess you would say. Hello, good morning. Thank you for coming in, Rebel Canner. Just make sure y'all give me a thumbs up on the platform. I'd appreciate it. But first, I would like to talk a little bit about my peas and what is going on. And in Wickershire, every time he talks to me, he's like, what's going on with your peas? This is what's going on with my peas right here. And yes, it does look like a pile of crap. I'm not going to lie. But we've had so many issues with these peas, and it's not the seeds. We had issues with chickens coming in here and just completely taking them out. So I had that issue. We no longer have that issue. So these are our peas. You can kind of see what's going on here. We have peas here and stuff. These are Lincoln peas. And because the chickens have pecked and pecked and pecked and pecked, they're a little shorter than normal. We have a lot of weeds, and I'll tell you, we've picked a lot of them, but because of the chickens issue, we had to put this wire in here, and we can't quite lift it yet until we harvest these peas. So that is our issue. So I picked as many weeds as I can through there, and then that's all we can do. And a lot of these spots are bare as well. Thank you for the thumbs up. And I have 5 people watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, please. We've had many issues with these peas. We will live, we will learn, and next year we won't have as many issues. However, it's not just weeds. These are called chickweed right here. So these are completely edible, but I'm not going to eat them, right? So you can see I have empty spot, some peas here and there. We filled in some where the chickens had eat the most of them. And so we have that issue. These are King Tut, I believe. So we filled in a lot. You can see here, I weeded out quite a bit, and then I left these. And this is called borage, and it comes back pretty much every year, so I don't want to kill it because the bees love it. And I got another beautiful one over here. And they get really big, and so I just let them be. So that's that. And so there's nothing I can do until I harvest those peas, and then once I harvest them, that will come up, and that will get completely weeded out. What we are also doing to conserve space is this is also where our peppers are going to go. So along the sides here, we're going to have nothing but peppers along these edges. We haven't planted them yet. We literally worked until 10 o'clock yesterday until about 9 o'clock at night. And we got most everything planted but our peppers. And I still need to plant flowers. But I'm waiting until later on today because it's going to get hot. I planted some flowers, and some flowers and through here as well. I got marigolds and this amaranth here. Okay, so let's move on to the second bed here. This bed here was another woe, I guess. I don't even know how to explain it. We had multiple issues with things just not popping up in this bed, and I don't like that. I was not happy. I'm going to get out of the sun and come over here because I think you can see it better. There we go. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. So in this bed was supposed to be carrots, lettuce, and radishes. And I'll show you, we got a row of radishes. That's not the problem. And there's radishes. We got them. And they're all the way down the row. You can see them. And we got carrots. Our lettuce, however, did not do so hot. And I don't know why, if it just doesn't like the soil or what's going on with it. In the center, I planted cucumbers. These are Gateway cucumbers. And I planted these. These are a hybrid mix from Johnny's Seeds. And we planted these ones because usually the hybrids do better and they get a better yield. So that is why. Typically before, in the past, I would only do heirloom. And when I did, I would do Ashley cucumbers. They are very heat tolerant. So we did that. Can't wait for my first cucumber. Here are some cucamelons or Mexican sour gherkins right here. And then we haven't planted anything in the center over here. But I do have lots of lettuce, you can see popping up here, and carrots right along here at this edge. And I have that all the way down. And we have some watermelon radishes right there. And if you can see, we're right there. So we got some. I'm kind of excited about that. I've never, oh, come on, are you not gonna zoom back in? It's gonna give, when I zoom, okay, it's just gonna give me a hard time. But anyway, that is that. This is horseradish, in case anybody wanted to know. It is out of hand. And I actually had a chicken laying eggs in it. This little bed right here, I planted strawberry popcorn. And I'm hoping to get some kind of popcorn in here. It'd be great. Especially the strawberry. I've never had that before, so I'm kind of excited to see exactly what that tastes like. Not that it's going to taste like strawberries. I'm just curious in the different colors. And of course, at the end of the bed, always at the end of my bed, I plant marigolds. I did plant sunflowers in there, but they obviously have not popped up yet. And I do have some of that spiked amaranth down here. That's that burgundy colored stuff right here. Also, if you guys ever plant nasturtium, you will get nasturtium back tenfold if you let it go. And I have nasturtium here. I did not plant that, FYI. That came back from the previous year. Also, marigolds are another thing. I'm going to zoom in. You can see here, these are all, if you ever see these after you planted, these right here are all marigolds. They come back every year if you just let them go to seed and let them fall in your garden. So they come back. There's a carpenter bee. Okay, so now this is Tomato Lane, okay? Tomato Lane, we have to conserve space in this garden. Even though it's 1,000 square feet, I still don't have enough room for everything. And it's quite a conundrum every time. So, I'm going to go through the heirloom tomatoes that we have. And if my turkeys ever shut up, you could probably hear me better. But I don't think they will ever shut up. Okay, so here is what is called a giant crimson tomato. Thanks for coming in, Grow Big TV. Just saw you popped in. This is called a giant crimson tomato. And if you are familiar with the story, my gardener... What is that? Sorry. I don't know what that is. It looks like a horsefly. It's freaking huge. Okay, so if you're familiar with the giant crimson tomato, that is the seed that he found in a box. He found that seed in a box. The box was like 80 years old, and he found this seed. And it took him a couple years to mass produce it. And when he did, boom, we have it. And it gets these beautiful red tomatoes on it. And we've got 3 of these in here. Oh no, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of these in here. So I can't wait to see what that tomato is really going to do. It'll be kind of cool. We can go down the line. I have all different kinds of different types of tomatoes in here, heirloom, and this one is champagne bubbles. My gardener told me that I'm gonna like this one. I don't like tomatoes, guys. I'm not a fan at all, and I definitely won't eat them raw. But he said that I would definitely love these champagne bubbles. So I'm going to try that, and I got those planted in here. And then these are orange currant right here, or currant tomato. We've planted currant I can't talk. We planted currant tomatoes in the past. I think the one that we had planted is called Rapunzel. And that was pretty cool. 12 people in the house, please give me a thumbs up. I have 3 thumbs up. This is a blue suede shoes. We had one. And we're going to baby this one because we want the seeds from it. I could tell you a story about this. This was given to somebody halfway across the world, and they got it for free. And then what happened is they thought it was cool to give out seeds, so then they gave us some. And I didn't really know exactly where this came from. So, in long story short, it actually came from Joe. So this was sent to me from halfway across the world when Joe had already sent it to them. So this is blue suede shoes. If anybody wants to know, this actually came from the Ukraine as well. So it went to the Ukraine, to Israel to the United States. Boom, blue suede shoes. Kind of crazy. This particular tomato here is a white tomato. My husband thought it would be really cool to do a white salsa this year with the white peppers that he has. He has like some really, really extremely hot white peppers. So we planted this, and Tomasil, I think is what it's called. Not sure. Some of these I really can't pronounce. So the white Tomasil is what it's called, I believe. Hello, Gray Man. Thanks for coming in. And moving down, these are Paul Robeson. And somebody told us that Paul Robeson was really, really good, so we never planted it before. Usually, the ones that are the most popular, we avoid planting. Mainly because they're so popular. It's like, ugh, we want to grow something cool. We want to grow something different, something that we've never grown before. And so this year was the first year. I know this Paul Robeson has run around for years, so it's our first year growing it. These tomatoes here, these two is called Get Stuffed. If you've never grown a Get Stuffed and you like stuffed tomatoes, this one would be for you. And I know my mom always loved to stuff tuna fish salad or whatever inside a tomato. And these would be perfect for that because the inside is completely hollow. And I cannot pronounce this. These are the ones in Baker Creek. These are the black and yellow ones, and I cannot pronounce it. Sorry. That is what it's called right there. Sartorosi, whatever it's called. I don't know. But anyway, I thought the tomato was absolutely beautiful, and I wanted it in my garden, so we planted a ton of that this year. I think from here all the way down to here. So we're going to get plenty of those. And then the rest is Black Beauty. These are all Black Beauty. And we started these ourselves. This is 6 weeks of babying these things. Me having a heart attack because I thought they were dead. I'm not kidding. I went out there and I went down in the basement and I was crying because I thought I had lost all my tomatoes. But we didn't. They came back and they looked absolutely beautiful. And then my mom went to Petiti's Garden Center and got us this tomato. This is definitely not ours. This is a big boy, or I don't know what it's called. Yep, it's a big boy. My mom wanted it in our garden, and so she gave it to us. Said, here, grow this. Hey, Bushcraft, thanks for coming in. And of course, I always plant marigolds. I have a ton of marigolds, guys, but I always plant marigolds in with these, and I think this year we're going to plant some on the side. However, you can't see it now, but you will see it is I planted garbanzo beans beside these tomatoes. So down here, all the way down, and then here, all the way down, I planted garbanzo beans. And this is one of my planters. And this is my herb bed. This is absolutely crazy. This is thyme. This is lovage. These are marshmallow. When they bloom, they're absolutely beautiful. They look kind of tropical. Over here, I've got, this is called hyssop. That in the center is feverfew. This is pineapple mint. This is sage. This is lemon balm. That's a curious turkey. What are you doing? I see you. And then back here, I have just regular oregano. I separated most of my oreganos. This one is separated, but this smells amazing. And you guys notice anything in here? Yeah, I don't have a turkey trying to lay eggs in here this year. Just turkeys outside lurking, trying to get in here. Oh, I wanted to show you. Hi, Rupert. Hi, cutie. Say hello. Say hello to camera. Hi. My Rupe. You're such a good bunny. You're such a good bunny, aren't you? Oh, by the way, he does not like lovage. He loves lemon balm. Don't you, Rupert? Good bunny. Very good bunny. But yeah, this is my herb bed. This is insane. I need to harvest a lot of this. It's just crazy. It's the biggest it's ever been. I also put wood chips down to hold in the moisture with some of this. And it's just, this is spreading like crazy. And my thyme is thick and just absolutely crazy. I have some parsley here, and I set this is celosa. This is a flower. I just set it there, but my parsley is gone to seed. But it's crazy too. My second herb bed is here, and this is chives. I'm going to clip a lot of these off today. I'm clipping a lot of these off today because I don't want them all to go to seed. If I let all this go to seed, it's going to completely take over the bed. So chives just take over everything. They're good, but they take over everything. This is my prized rhubarb plant. And I don't know if you can see it. I had to clip some of my rhubarb back. But here I got some cilantro popping up. This over here is my prized oregano. I love this stuff. If you guys don't have it in your garden, you need to get it in your garden. This is called spicy hot oregano, and it smells and tastes just like pizza. It's probably one of the best oreganos. It just has so much flavor. And I originally started out, it had taken over the bed, and my rhubarb kind of choked it out down at the other end. But yeah, this is so easy to multiply, and it's just, oh, it tastes so good. I thought about putting that in vinegar, by the way. I might do that still. Over here, I have my rose arbor that has gone completely mad, and it's filled with nothing but roses. And then I don't have a whole lot planted in here yet. I got celosa, and I planted a short stuff sunflower. I got a little mini rose bush here, but this is my big one. And I got one little rose starting, but most of them is just all blooms. It's getting ready. And it's just beautiful this year. Just absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites. Okay, let's move on down. This is an empty bed because we don't have anything in it yet. I planted 4 zucchinis in here, and I soaked them overnight, And this bed is ready to go. Right down the center has zucchini. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll start seeing life in here. I've already soaked those seeds and they were ready to go. Last night, this is what I did right here. I'm bound and determined to have lettuce this year. I'm not messing around. So you have to be, when you have a garden, you have to be very ingenuitive, I guess you would say. And you have to figure out things. I had bought this sunshade at Aldi's. And I thought, well, we can use this to block out the sun for the lettuce and stuff. Because if the lettuce gets too hot, it will either bolt or it will taste like nasty. So I planted an entire tray of lettuce in here. And I have one little nasturtium that popped back from the previous year. And yeah, so it still gets light, it still gets air through the bottom, but it's covered on the top. And that's what I wanted because I don't want my lettuce to taste nasty. I want lettuce this year from the garden. I don't trust it anywhere else. So that's what we did. So hopefully it works out for us. If not, this year wouldn't be our lettuce year, I can tell you that. All right, now so we're coming over here. These are candy roasters. So these are candy roaster squash. I have a feeling it's going to take over the entire garden, but I'm excited to taste it and see what it tastes like this year. My mint came back. I always keep it in a pot, and my mint came back this year. This was pretty exciting. I didn't even get a chance to taste any of my asparagus this year. We got a lot of weeds in there. But what I was really, really excited about, and my husband had pointed it out, I had never even realized that, this is crazy, guys. Look at this. See that? Do you guys know what this is? You guys know? It's little baby asparaguses. And I got them everywhere in here. Check out this patch. This is nuts. To go through the asparagus tree here. Do you see that? Right there? Little mini baby asparaguses, and I have them all over this bed. So before too long, this entire bed will be nothing but asparagus. That is the goal. And I'm so excited. These were purple asparagus. And then I had some Mary Washington ones in there. But I have little baby asparaguses that are popping up all over the place. So I'm kind of excited about that. But yes, you can eat everything from what I've learned from Rebel. Thank you, Rebel Canners. You can eat everything in this tree but the seeds. You don't want to eat the seeds. And obviously, you're not going to eat the root. But you can eat everything on this. And by the way, these little tendrils that come off here are super good. All right. Oh gosh, this was a bed that was hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had many issues with this bed. Mainly because of these guys. I'm surprised they're not all over here looking at me. What are you doing? I'm watching you. Many issues with the birds this year. Jumping over the fence. Oh, there's Teddy. We got Ted and Ted Jr., which is Teddy. Okay, so this is our garlic bed. We found some really huge garlic cloves at a farmer's market, and we planted them. And this is what the garlic looks like. And it's huge, absolutely huge. This was just like regular store-bought garlic right here. And this was from the farmer's market. It's crazy. And so, yeah. But this bed, we had many chickens coming in here. They dug this out. Not only did they dig it out, they pulled out some of the garlic. It was just such a pain in the butt. But it's turned out now. We have downsized quite a bit. We've downsized our chickens, and we don't have as many chickens, if any, coming through the garden at all, actually. So that's good. This over here is our strawberry patch, and we're caging it. Thank you, Gray Man. Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. This here is strawberry patch, and it's caged. Why is it caged? Because of these guys and those guys here. And I got a couple ducks back here. Actually, I got 3 ducks back here. Crazy ducks. But yeah, we just couldn't. Oh, I'm caught. Give me a second. We just couldn't have them digging at this year. I have so many strawberries in there. Look at that. They're just ready to turn. Ready for it. Will you guys hush up? Hush up. And so we caged it so the birds wouldn't get in there. And that's all we could do. And this keeps regular birds from getting in there as well. Okay, so this is my market garden right here. Everything that's in the ground is my market garden. And these are all beef boy. God, I can't think right now. Plus, from Johnny Seeds, these are all our hybrid tomatoes right through here. Ones I thought I lost, but they bounced back, and they're beautiful. No eggs in the holes this year, you guys, because we can put eggs in the holes, we get critters. We don't want critters in the garden. Just stepped through a spider web, sorry guys. And some more. Once they get to the fencing here, the cattle panel fencing, we'll stake them up, and they will probably climb all the way up. That is the goal. And I don't know if a chicken did that or what, but we have one down. And those are our beefsteak ones. Then over here we have our lemon. They're called Lemon Boy Plus, actually. These are from Johnny Seeds, and these are a yellow tomato. And we planted those all the way down until here, and then we ran out of room, or didn't run out of room, but we didn't have any more. And then I planted some Granderos in here. Grandero is a paste tomato, and they are very prolific. So we planted those in here. There's another Grandero. And then these are heirlooms. We typically don't plant heirlooms in the ground, but get stuffed in here. And that black and yellow. And we got some Paul Robeson in here as well. Oh, there's a giant crimson right there. We don't plant them, the heirlooms in the ground to avoid disease, stuff like that. The hybrid ones stay in the ground. And okay, last but not least is these trellises. You can see they're empty right now, but we have beans. I did rattlesnake pole beans and bahildi this year again. And we had so many seeds, you guys. You can see right now. Look at that. There's beans everywhere. All over the ground. I tried my best to clean it up the best way I could. But we even got volunteers. This is a volunteer. And then down here as well is another volunteer. They are prolific. So I planted what I could in these holes. I have 2 seeds per hole. And they will grow up and over. Look, I still have remnants from last year. And I tried my best to get it all out. But they wrap, see, they wrap clear around the pole here. So I had a heck of a time getting it all off. But yeah, this is it. And this will be all an arbor in through here as well of nothing but beans. But that is my garden tour live. Usually I don't do a live one, I just do a video. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you guys. We need kind of the money to support the garden this year. We have a lot of issues, and I'll show you what one of our issues are the beds. They are rotting, and this is one that we had to rig up. And we've rigged up actually all of these because they are rotting. And we put metal clamps on the ends of these so they don't fall apart. So we are saving our money to replace these. And I think we'll do metal beds eventually, probably next year maybe. It depends on how much YouTube money we get and stuff like that. But we'll probably do metal beds in here to avoid this constant rotting of the wood. These are not treated boards, so eventually they rot. So, and we have a few like that are rotting over here, but we haven't done anything with them yet. They're just kind of falling apart. But some are better than others. So thank you guys for coming in. I gotta get ready for work. I appreciate you all for taking the time to listen to me and to come to my garden tour live. And we will see you all at Grow Big TV on Tuesday night. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. now, Eastern Standard Time. We do 8 because it's later in the summer. We can figure a lot of people don't even come into the house till like 7:30ish. So they want to watch Grow Big TV at 8 o'clock. So we will have more coming up. I have a watermelon patch that I still plan on planting. And of course, we have our carrot challenge. So thank you all for coming in, taking the time, and we appreciate you. And we'll see you all in the next live. Bye, y'all.